Kuttin Kandi. What's up, UCSD? We have to keep diversity. Pity of my brown skin when my people be feeling me. I ask UCSD, do you see me? I brought the Women's Center because we all wanted to show you that we got your back. I was asked here, I just to do a poem, and I wanted to come showing solidarity. I come from a long history of an education system that failed me. But somehow, 13 years later, I end up working at UCSD without even a college degree. But I am back in college at Southwestern Community College to get an education to help and really be part of the community organizing and activism. So I'm now 34 years old and I'm back in college. And I'm lucky enough to land a job here at UCSD with the Women's Center and a staff that believed in me without a degree, that my education is more than just a piece of paper, but also to fight for their education. So this poem I would love to share is about my history of education. Y'all want to hear it? I was only 19 years old. I remember like it was today. It was right before he passed away. I sat by his hospital bedside and laid my head down on his chest as he stroked my hair, speaking his last words. I want you to take care of your mother and sister. I want you to finish college, okay? Promise me. I nodded my head, trying to fight the tears. At the time, it all made sense. It all goes in order. Graduate high school, go to college, get married, raise children, have a family. Over the next few years, after learning my truth of my own people's history, everything became clear to me. All my parents ever wanted for me was to live a better life than they did growing up home in the Philippines. But this is what happens when your country is civilized and colonized. Make you dream of coming to America, sell the white picket fence, and my family bought their tickets. But I wish America would have told my parents that even college degrees back home is not enough to prove legitimacy here in the States. Hence, national TV shows like Desperate Housewives mock doctors from the Philippines. My father, a Navy man who saved every penny to bring his whole family, worked in the VA hospital to help feed Vietnam vets. And in his last few years, working as a waiter for catering banquets, relied on tips to save up money for college for my sister and me. But I wish my father really knew what it was like for me. Growing up in high school, studying Keats, Lord Byron, and Dickinson that have absolutely nothing to do with me. Teachers didn't help me with my grammar or math. Come to find out just recently, all this time I had a learning disability. I mean, a learning different learning style. So all this time, teachers have done a disservice to me, could have helped me, guided me, mentored me, lost my interest because they never had interest in me, judged me because they thought I'd never amount to anything. All they saw was the gangbanger I was going to be. Then that's when it's got to click to me. Want to go to college, get to higher education with no roads that's really leading there. Elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. Grade scoring system to lead us to other kinds of systems and other kinds of institutions. Second and third grade reading scores used to determine how many beds and cells built in the prison system. When are we going to see that we don't even need to go to prison? That our own education systems are telling us we are meant to fail. Giving me an F, flunking me, failing you and me, failing our students, our teachers, our parents, and our communities because there's not enough support, not enough resources, classrooms or teachers, not enough people of color as teachers, not enough teachers trained enough to teach, to connect, and they're not paying our teachers enough, not giving our faculty the deserved tenures because they're not straight enough, not white enough, not man enough. Little by little there won't be enough because they're already wiping us out before we even get started. Every department, from ethnic studies to black studies to Asian studies, Chicana studies, critical gender studies, fighting and struggling to keep their programs alive, while in our communities, our younger students trying to stay alive in high school, trying to find just one teacher who gives a damn, and when they finally do, pink slip. Our children trying to get a grip. We feeling ripped because our taxes getting dipped. We need more than hooked on phonics. All we got are reading and mathematics, wiping out all the music and artistic souls of our children.